Yo guys, Itsamefigaro! Welcome back to another day, another game. And yes, as promised, we are going back and playing indie horror games. This is supposedly an indie horror game. This gorgeous anime chick frickin' game. Doki Doki Literature Club is called. I remember seeing this like 3 months ago. Every YouTuber on the face of the earth was playing this game, except me! I did not want to watch it because, spoilers, it must be good. If every single YouTuber on the face of the earth has played it, there was a whole bunch of warnings before this screen saying, are you sure you want to play this? Are you definitely sure? So I got no idea, guys. So keen as hell. Thanks for coming back and watching. C's in there. Let's do it. Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know, but I'm keen. Look at this shit. It's adorable. C's in there. Let's do it. Hey, okay, what do you mean, hey? What do you mean? Okay, I can't play this with a controller. Okay, it's not one of those games, is it? Oh my god, hang on. What are we doing here? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obvious to attention she might draw to herself. If I could read, that would be great. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today? But it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Take a breath. We can do it. We can do it. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off for running away. Really? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswork and let Sayori catch up to me. Whoa! Ah! Ah! I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Figaro. Oh, it's so creepy, my name. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yeah, that very thing. Because I don't like you. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Yeah, whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Figaro, have you decided on a club to join yet? What do you mean? Yes, the Doki Doki one. A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, it's stupid. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on with the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes! Thank you. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn about how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Oh. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in the few years because you're not used to the real world. What is NEET? Sorry, I'm not up with the lingo with the kids and the millennials these days. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right, damn it, Sayori. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. No. Will you at least promise me that you'd try a little? Sure, yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Jeez, gosh. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Okay. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yes, please. Hello? Sayori, what are you doing here? Sayori must have come in over the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom, sitting alone, like a loner, thinking about anime and stuff. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? I don't know, Sayori. Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Seriously, girl, I don't want to. Yeah! There is no way I'm going to your club. What is it, like hair tying? Meanie? Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Oh, not that I was ever aware that she has any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. It's a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one she proposed to the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Gosh! Well, Triangle Finger, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ooh, I'm sold. Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! No, I didn't mean now. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. I'm fourth year, whatever that means. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I'd never agreed to this. I glance around the room. Holy shit. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. She does? Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. There's three. I gotta think of another. Figaro. What a nice surprise for you. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Holy shit. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry, I'm just gawking at. That's okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose luckily I gave her the sour attitude voice, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. What am I playing, guys? What the hell have I got myself into? You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear. Oh, sorry. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say any things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it's out. I heard the noise again. Do I need to go check again? Probably. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Figaros. Monica smiles sweetly. She's a cutie. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Alright. Monika's possibly the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come, sit down, Figaro. We made some room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have few desks arranged in form of a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk out of the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, here you are! Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, it's adorable. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one, damn it. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. God damn it, is it white icing? Alright, next. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers looking at the best angle to take a bite. I take a bite of the eye, and that's all. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting me to take a bite? I already took a bite of the eye. And finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. All right. Not to get your knickers in a knot. Jeez. Give up on Natsuki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I prefer coffee, to be honest. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea, damn it. I said coffee. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayori kind of dragged me here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be a board member of any of the major clubs, because seeing as though you're all popular and all that. Weren't you a leader of the club debate last year? Well, you know, and the maths debating club, that one. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling their dreams. Monika, really? Is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet, to be honest. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literatures. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Oh god, this is hard. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it is! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same girls, getting laid. No, we're not playing one of those games, although it could very well be one of those games. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep it up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Figaro, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read of these past few years, I don't really have a good answer for that. Manga! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader then, I guess. How dare you? Well, that can change, I guess. Got Moby Dick lying around? Cause what am I saying? Holy shit, I spoke with that thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. Ooh. That's kind of submissive. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Bore, blah, blah, blah. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Nice! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I tried to relate at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over the room for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meetings. You looked like you were working on the poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, please! And give that back! Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are! Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuris? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read someone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone's. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go ham on the right poems of our own. Then, next times we meet, we'll all share them with each other. The way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have new members, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't that right, Figs? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Oh god, this is creepy. Hold on, there's still one problem. Ish? What is that? Now that we're back together in rumored topic of me joining the club, I blatantly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and yeah, how can I resist these three cute girls? I lose my train of thought. All four of the girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But Bush, I am sorry. I thought, Figaro? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I can feel your boobs against me. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came out to the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it officials. Welcome to the literature clubs. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on the good notes. Everyone remember, tonight's assignment, write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Figaro, I look forward to seeing how you express yourselves. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre... What? I can't even... Excuse me. Mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up in me. Yep. In real life too. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Figaro, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Ooh, is that my plan? Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will happen to me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Let's do it. Do I have to actually write one? It's time to write a poem. Pick words that your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Right. Lust. Eternity. I like headphones. And the Aftermage. And rainbows are quite good. And skipping's kind of fun for working out. Milk. I like milk and coffee, so... and poof. I like poof too. And fickle. Poppy wrath. Yeah, and graveyards. I want one of those too. Oh, okay, so they jump up and down if they like that. I like philosophy. And strawberries too. And heaven sent, no, I don't like that. I like to smile. And fantasy. And landscapes. And fireflies, of course, fireflies. And to giggle, no, giggle's weird. Mouse. Festa. Okay, that was my nickname in high school, hence the Figaro. Do you know about that story? Okay, then I won't continue. Massacre! Yes! I did just play Power Drill Massacre like a couple hours ago, so we're going with that one. Clouds! Huzzah! Did I just spoil? God damn it, now I need to bring out that game before this footage. Right, swimsuits for sure. Kawaii! Vanilla, maybe. I kind of like strawberry more. Universe, okay. What just happened? Okay. This is the next day. Hi again, Figaro. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Figaro. Oh, God, Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you drive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like you deserved any slack. Sierra told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. And I don't know if you're planning to just come here and hang out or what. God, I'm struggling. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! It is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Figaro always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Breath. I like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Siori, that's just because your room is so messy, it's distracting. We go to each other's house, and you almost set your house on fire once. That's so... You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Figaro can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? She looks like she's gonna freak out. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is just a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't want to make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. That is, how is this girl accidentally being so damn cute? She even picked out a book and she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed about something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You know, that old chat. Whoa, and you looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the problem with keeping your collection organized and someone else is just gonna mess it up? Totally agree. All my shit is alphabetically organized, genre categorized, all that shit. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I get it. How do you know anyway? Did you bring it up at some point? Besides, it's kind of written all over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches out of my hand. She then turns to a book of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. It's number 8, isn't it? Much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world! I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box. The box set she's admiring. God damn it. Parfait Girls. It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means she's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, then you can go through it in class. What? Alright, let me do that again. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Figs. Considering it's a lesser trait for the Literature Club, don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, it has a frickin' chick with no top on holding an ice cream down the middle of her boobs. I'm keen! Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls of the box. Parfait Girls? That's saying that right? From the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls, colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Open it up. Whoa. The first page I open is a full penthouse spread. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Right. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work for manga. We can't read at the same time like that. I see where this is going. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Says, sorry, you can come closer. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's practically a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the other volumes every now and again, do you? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you even paying attention? Not really. I am, but nothing is really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. What? It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life manga weeboo affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy in an ice cream shop. Like all of them. But that just helps you get to know the characters, you know? And besides, it's still entertaining, but later on there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories, and when there's some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. Then there are many touching parts. As that's so, it sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant you haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save, you asshole. This chapter seems to be about baking. This is just a guess, but there are a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, it's all about baking. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? Links together. That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's just in a manga, right? I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, they're slaughtering zombies or getting your boobs out. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh my god, that is very close. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. It's awesome. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something... I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't. That's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. I'm sorry. Like I could ever get any friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. What the hell is your problem? Really? Manga is more adult than for kids. I can't even bring it up with them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Made me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who just don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards the other losers over time. Meaning you, I mean, but it's possibly harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? What just happened? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Captain Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not just that it solves any of my problems or anything. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky, but it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay, Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you connect with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile, a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough times. Although you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She's sitting on my lap. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. My penis length can still reach though. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but it's time to read poems. Monica just said... don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I don't want to bend the pages or make my cat piss all over it. I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! I would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you! By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? All right, then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook, of course. Just checking to see if my mic is even working. Thank God. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I can sit. Natsuki and Ryuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh God, who should I show my poem to first? Sayori! I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Of course. This is a good poem, Figaro. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm staring in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? This is like you said before, Figaro. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know, trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture in my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you gotta read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this too. We'll see about that. Oh God. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click outside poem error to continue. That was awesome! Sayori! This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question, right? What? That's me saying that. Sorry. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I can't even remember what voice I gave her, and it's the same episode. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made egg and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Should I show my poem next? Yuri, of course. Of course. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, I thought. So it's that bad, yeah? No, not at all. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to my new people. It's fine, it's fine. I really didn't notice what you were saying. Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I can recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick your writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them together is possibly the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsu can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yeah, please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if the rare opportunity for her. Which in itself is kind of funny, after all. Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Holy shit, that's deep as. Sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? No, that's awesome. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I just wanted to read it again and again. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose, for your small pea-minded brain. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Figaro. Really? You must have. Totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Oh, God. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think like that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whose poem should I read next? Alright, no, we're not reading another poem. We are coming back to this weird as hell game that hasn't even anything yet. I don't even know how long I've been playing this, probably like 2 hours. Anyway, we're gonna continue this game. I hope you're enjoying it. This is freaking bizarre. Shit is gonna happen though, I swear. I mean, it is in horror. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is so weird. But I like it. It's cool. Want to know more about these people. This is awesome. So keen as hell for me. I hope you guys are keen to come back. I know you've probably watched this shit already, but I have not. And just get another perspective on it. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Adios for now.